Popcorn. This is 131 Woodworking. Today, I'm going to show you how to get consistent results while staining. So stay tuned. I'll show you how easy it is. So to get a good finish on these lanterns, we're going to stain them. We're going to start with a pre-stain. This is a Bear product. I believe it's Home Depot, and just some Rust-Oleum Kona stain. So we're going to take some gloves, paper towels, and start with pre-stain. I wouldn't stain anything without applying pre-stain first. It gives it a more consistent coat of stain, and it kind of just looks better. So let's get the pre-staining first. Really, all you have to do is follow the directions on this pre-stain. I believe it says apply it and then let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes, and should be good. So just apply your pre-stain to your project, let it dry 5 to 10 minutes. Depends on everything, kind of humidity, temperature, all that stuff. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll come back and put a coat of stain on it. Once we get our pre-stain applied and it dries, it's time to start staining. On these lanterns, we'll start from the bottom, work the inside, and go to the outside. So I don't think we'll need more than one coat, but just a little bit will do you. There you got it. The staining is that easy. There's really nothing to be scared of, not a whole lot you can screw up. The one thing to note is that if you have tool marks, like you can see there's a little sander mark, those will show up. So the better you are at sanding and working up to the staining process, the nicer your finish will turn out. So all these lanterns that we're working on now were built out of whiteboard. So, and over time working with that stuff, I noticed that staining is inconsistent, and that's the purpose of the pre-stain, is to help us eliminate that. So this one here is no pre-stain. This one is pre-stain. So you can see the difference. This one's much lighter, didn't take as much of the stain. This one's darker. And what I really wanted to point out is, you see this? This is what happens when you don't use pre-stains. You get this blotchiness in it. So you get some light areas, some dark areas, and then kind of as you go down. So this lantern here's got kind of the same features as this one, but this was pre-stained, so you get this much more consistent, darker, richer coloring when you use pre-stain. So that's why I said earlier, always use pre-stain when you're staining, working with stain. So gonna throw some paste wax on them and box them up and ship them out. Okay, whether you're doing a lantern or a table or a bench or cabinet, if you're gonna stain it, you have to protect the surface of the stain. So there are loads of different top coats out there, whether you're going to do a spray-on lacquer or a polyurethane or something like that, you can do that. I am going to use a paste wax on these. So it's a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to dry. Similar process to staining. So you can take some, this is 150 sandpaper, just kind of lightly sand it, knock down any of the ridges. Then take a lint-free towel, works a lot better here. I wouldn't necessarily use a paper towel, but find you something lint-free. Put a little bit on it, and just apply. Now she's waxed up. So after you wait 10 or 15 minutes for the polish to dry, you're just going to take a buffing rag, come back in, and buff it out. There you go. You can kind of tell, if you can, but no wax. So finishes, doesn't get much simpler than that. So it's been another video from 131 Woodworking. Thanks for watching.